Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Thursday. I hope everyone is doing well this morning and that all is good with everyone. So we're going to do a little morning yoga flow, throw in a little core, get our body woken up, get some energy, get some life through, and good stuff like that. So let's go ahead, make sure you get comfortable onto your mat. Find a good place that's stable, especially if you're on carpet. If you want to go ahead and get some music that you like to get yourself in the groove, then you can go ahead. And then also grabbing any props that you might need, any pillows or blocks or anything of that sort would be good. So awesome sauce. All right, my dears, let's just begin. Simply cozy, bringing your knees together, your sit bones down onto your heels. If you find that very uncomfortable, you're more than welcome, as I noted before, to grab a pillow. You can sit that here. If you still feel that that does not feel good onto the feet, please by all means come into just a simple, comfortable seated position. And if you do so, you're going to sit both sit bones down directly onto the mat. So whatever is your flavor this morning, let's go into it. But I'm just going to rest my hands on my quads. I'm going to begin to inhale, lifting the shoulders up, exhale, then back down, squeezing the shoulder blades, opening up the heart center, lifting the chin up slightly. And then I'm going to, on an exhale, as I squeeze the shoulder blades together, sitting up nice and tall, I'll continue to tuck my chin into my chest. Then I'm going to reach up, bring the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, tucking the chin into the chest. This is a nice, simple stretch for your neck if you've kind of been a little working and feel a little constrained. So let's do that again. It's very subtle, but if you kind of lift your shoulders up, bring the shoulder blades together, think about opening up this heart center, bring your chin up toward the ceiling. Then bring your chin deep, tucking into the chest. See if you can gaze at that belly button and come back to a nice neutral position. Then I'm going to take my hands. I'm going to interlace the fingers. I'm going to gently just squeeze my shoulder blades together. Then I'm going to lift up through the heart. Bring my chin gently up toward the ceiling. And then on the next exhale that you have, my friends, let's take our stomach down toward the quads. You can come here. You can come a little deeper. Or if comfortable, rolling gently onto the crown of your head. If you're on your knees, you'll gently bring your toes curled under. Let your arms just flip-flop over. On your next inhale, inhale all the way up. And that brings us into the fire toes. Wake up those feet. So my toes are curled under. My sit bones are onto my heels. If you just woke up and this is like screaming at you and you're like, no, I don't like this, you can always come in and out. But we're only going to hold this just for a second. It just kind of wakes everything up. Nice inhale here. Exhaling, uncurl those toes, come off of those. And then bring your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your two toes touching. I'm going to extend my sit bones all the way back. I'm going to lengthen through the forearms. And you're just going to stretch it out. Maybe you just woke up. Maybe you've been up for a really long time. Either way, extend the sit bones back. Lengthen through the torso. Reaching, 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 reaching. Inhale, look up gently. Exhale, push the sit bones back. Gently bringing your forehead to the mat. Reaching. Take a moment here breathing into this. As we breathe into this pose and you just began, think about what brought you to the mat. Think about what parts of the body just feel just a little tight. You just kind of want to wake up and stretch them out. On your next inhale, let's walk those arms all the way over to the right side. So I'm going to stretch, 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 stretch. Take a look at the mat. I'm on my fingers, elbows are off, and I'm just walking through. Stretching to the right side. One more big morning inhale. Exhale. Let's walk our hands and arms back to the center. Then I go over to the left side of the mat. And I really stretch and I elongate through the right arm. On the fingertips again, elbows off the mat. My arms are reaching and extending, but my sit bones sit back, gazing. Inhaling. Exhale. One more big morning inhale. Exhale. Let's come back to the center of the mat. Take your forearms down. And just for a moment as they're down, and I relax the shoulder blades and I bring the shoulder blades together. The shoulders are relaxed. I'm just kind of gazing forward. I kind of call this kind of like the half downward dog, little monkey kind of pose. On our next inhale, my dears, inhale all the way up to tabletop. So if you're on wood floor like I am, as I always say, be mindful of your knees. If you need to roll the mat back, you can. Knees in line with the hip. If you see those toes as you gaze between your legs, move them directly behind you, fingertips facing the front of the mat. I'm going to curl the toes under. On the next inhale, lengthening up through the chest. Soft gaze up. Exhale, rounding up, uncurl the toes. Lifting up. Inhale through. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale. Last one as I round and lift up. And then come to a nice neutral position. Awesome sauce. So let's extend the hands forward. I curl the toes under. And then I'm just going to go into a half-half downward dog. I'm just going to extend the sit bones back. Reach up, gaze in between the hands or the legs. On the next inhale, inhale the sit bones up. So we're in our first downward dog. Take your time here. Again, as I said, maybe some of you just woke up. Maybe some of you haven't even been to bed yet. Or maybe you've been up for a long time. Either way, let's kind of take a few moments here. Bending the knees. Inhaling, sit bones up. Exhale, extending back. You can repeat this movement as much or as little as you'd like. You can pedal the feet up and down. You do want to make sure always that your hands are in line with each other, so one's not up further than the other. Fingertips are still facing the fronts of the mat, and then you're just reaching, elongating back. Let your head relax. It's okay if your heels aren't touching the mat, no matter, no worry. Take your right foot off of the mat and you just hook it behind your left. Inhale up gently on those left toes. Exhale, let that left foot just reach gently down.
And then I'm going to take that right foot off that left heel. And then I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest. We're just going to do a little flow action here, waking ourselves up. Inhale, bring the knee towards the hands. Exhale. Inhale. This is one nice inhale. This is one nice exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale back out. One more time. Inhale through. Exhale back out. And then extend that foot down to the mat. Take a look at your hands. Walk into a great big squat. Extend those arms forward. Palms facing each other. On a nice inhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, lengthening up, forward fold. Exhale, slow coming down with control of our body. If you fall or move, that's okay. Come back up. And we're going to extend, forward fold. Back into squat. This will be our last one for now. And lengthening up, forward fold. And back into squat. Extend the hands back. You can jump back or you can move back gently into plank. As we find ourselves here into plank, wrists and shoulders in line, my toes and feet are not touching, but they're slightly spaced apart. Just gently holding here into plank for a moment, gently tightening the glutes, finding a little space here, activating that core. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, extend, lengthening back into a downward dog. Take a moment here, extending, reaching back. One nice big inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, my dears, take your left foot off the mat. I hook my foot around the back of my right heel, and then I just gently let that right heel extend down to the mat. I feel the gentle weight as my right leg begins to melt into the mat. Then I'm going to take that left off the right. I bring the left knee into the chest. I'm going to gently just inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, back out. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, back out. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, back out. And release that foot down to the mat. And let's walk again back into that squat position. And as we hold here for a moment, finding a little balance, you can take the time to move your hips open and open from left to right, right to left. You can be up on your toes. You can use your hands for balance if you like. You can come completely flat down onto your feet if you like. But no matter, up on your toes is a little fine. Just kind of work opening this up. Happy hips, happy person. That's what my yoga instructor always used to say. Extend the arms straight out in front of you. Holding here for a moment, nice and tall and happy. Relax all the facial muscles. Find a little balance in your day here. Inhale, exhale, reaching up. And then I'm just going to hang here like a puppet. I'm going to relax here. You can put a big bend into your legs if you'd like. And then you can extend all the way up. Put a bend and reach. This just puts a nice warmth into the muscles as we warm up a little bit. Reaching up. And I'm going to slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. And as I do, my gaze is the last thing to come up. Let the blood flow back. Don't get dizzy. Relax the arms and hands down at your side. Rolling the shoulders back. Finding yourself into Tadasana, mountain pose. I'm going to take my arms up and I'm just going to stretch a little here. Right hand grabs the left wrist and it just pulls straight up. Pulling it up gently, like it just really wants to extend. And then you're just going to gently roll that left arm over to the right side. And then back to center. And then you're going to switch out. So now the left hand grabs that right and it reaches up toward the ceiling. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And it goes over to the left side and back and release and relax. Very good. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's come to the fronts of our mat, standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. As I do, I think about my day, think about my practice, think about how I stand on the mat. Am I really firmly stood into the mat? Am I really bringing the shoulder blades together? Fingertips are pointing down, so my arms aren't just hanging here. Like everything is active. Thumbs pointing toward the front of the mat. Inhale, your arms up, gently bringing your chin up. Reach up, gently bringing the chin up. Inhale, gently relaxing back as you gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. As always, as I mentioned, if you're going through lower back things, gently put a little bend into the knee as you can warm up. Inhaling, lengthening halfway through. Exhale, bending both knees, stepping the left, stepping the right. So now we find ourselves once again into that plank position. So I mentioned a little bit of core this morning. So warming that up, lighting the fire in our belly. Your neck is an extension of your spine, my dears, so you're gazing at the mat. Your little tush isn't sagging down, but it's not spiked up. You're in a great form, plank here. We're going to lower down very slowly. We're going to lower down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, onto your stomach. You're going to uncurl the toes. You're going to bring your shoulder blades in. I'm going to tighten the glutes just a smidgen. Inhaling from the belly. You're not totally 100% relying on your hands. I inhale up just a little. Exhale, back down. Inhaling up just a smidgen. Exhaling, back down. One more time. Inhaling up a little. Exhaling, back down. Cool. Curl those toes under. Inhale yourself back up into plank. Holding here for just a second. I'm going to take a look at my left arm. And then I'm just going to bring the left knee toward it. And then I go back. I'm going to do the same thing. Right and back. Okay? So we're going to go and do that. You can do as little as you like, as much as you like. You can just maybe just come completely out of the pose and just watch the video. It's all good, but we're all going to, if you can, let's go for 10 seconds. So go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Next exhale, extend yourself back into downward dog. Nice big inhale here. Exhale. Release. I'm going to take a look at my hands. You can step, jump, or walk, whatever is your choosing. I'm going to bring my right foot in between my hands. As I do, I'm going to do a high lunge for a moment. I extend and I push that left leg back. Just for a moment, feeling that. You can kind of rock back and forth, gently stretching some stuff out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop and pivot that left heel. And as I do, I'm going to come all the way up, chest facing my right toes. And then I'm going to bring my arms up. As I do, inhaling, exhale. Gently lift your chin up. Inhale all the way up. Arms are facing each other, hands are facing each other. Chest and hips are facing those right toes as it points toward the mat. Nice inhale. Exhale. Gazing forward. Let's do that again. So come all the way back up. A nice big inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, coming down into the pose, gently bringing the chin up toward the ceiling this time. Exhaling. And inhaling. And your next available inhale, come all the way up from the pose. Swish that left arm back. Swish the right arm forward. Warrior two, lunging down. Gaze at that middle left finger. Reaching and extending with that right arm as the left reaches back. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Next available inhale, inhale out of that pose. Swish the arms back. Bring them back up and back. Take your hands down to your knees. Take them down to the mat. Pivot that left leg back. Extend that right leg back. Now we're into plank. I'm going to gaze at the mat. And we're going to do what we did again earlier. Again, anything that you feel like doing, do. Anything you don't, don't. We're going to take a look at that left elbow and we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Your next exhale, my dears, bring your knees to the mat. Extend your sit bones back. Bring your stomach toward your quads and come into a nice child's pose. Let your sit bones just kind of exhale and release. Palms are up. You're totally chill. On your next inhale, let's bring our hands back up. Inhaling back into a tabletop position. We'll extend the hands up, curl the toes under, back into downward dog. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, you can walk your feet, step your feet, hop your feet. Either way, feet up towards hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, and release. So we're going to kind of do that again. Get comfy, get cozy. Hands point down. Fingers extend forward. You slightly lift the toes up as you press the heels into the mat. I'm going to inhale the arms up, and I'm going to reach and extend, and I'm going to bring the chin up just slightly, and then you're going to go deeper. You're going to reach up, and you lift through the heart center. You lift your chin up, inhaling, exhale, forward, fold, inhale, lifting up, exhale, bend the knees. You're going to step all the way back. You're going to bring your knees down into the mat. Sit bones. Inhale through chaturanga. Exhale, downward dog. Take a moment here. See if you're starting to warm up a little. Check in with yourself. How you doing? I'm now going to bring my left foot in between my hands. I extend that right heel back. So now I'm in this really nice high lunge. I take a moment here, put a little movement into my body. Extend the left knee forward. Extend that right heel back. And then I pivot and drop that right heel. So now my left heel and right heel are in line. And then you're going to come up into this great, big, beautiful stance. Chest and hips facing that left foot. Arms up, palms facing each other. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release into this pose. You do want to make sure you see that big toe. My gaze is not up. It's straight. Inhale, out of the pose. Exhale, deepen maybe a little. The chin just slightly comes up. All the while, this right leg is really energetic and gently pushing back into the mat. Kind of helps taking a little weight off front here. Let's come out of that pose. Gazing forward. Again, inhaling up. Exhaling, lifting through the heart. Lifting that chin up just slightly. A little deeper, but don't hold your breath. Inhale, out of the pose. And as you do, we're going to bring that right arm back, the left arm forward, and I gaze at the middle right. And then I put a big lunge into that left knee. Right arm is back, left arm is reaching, and I'm just gazing. Inhale here. Exhale, back out. Let's do that again. Inhaling here. Exhale. Good. Bring your hands down. Bring them all the way down to the mat. And then you're going to bring this knee back. And look, we found ourselves into plank. Exciting stuff. Holding here for just a moment. Again, my tush isn't up, but it's not sagging down. It's nice and strong. Gazing at the mat. We're going to lower down onto the mat again with control. Okay, so maybe we go from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Cool. Bring the elbows by you. Tighten the glutes. I'm not going to lift all the way up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to inhale just the feet up as I'm gazing forward. Exhale, back down. Let's do that again. Breathe from the belly. Inhale, just the feet up. Exhale, back down. Now notice what happens when you do that. Breathing naturally from the stomach. My hands, while on the mat, aren't touching the mat. It's a gentle graze, so they're just maybe half an inch above the mat. Okay? So our next inhale, do that again. You inhale the feet up, and your chest naturally comes up. Exhale, everything back down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale. Back down. Very good. Inhale all the way up into plank. Exhale, bending the knees back into downward dog. Take a moment here on each exhale, melting into this pose. Okay, we're going to do a fun little thing here. Super fun. And you have choices. Choice 1 is to not do it. Choice 2 is to bring your knees toward your open hands and back out. You can then also choose to come back into plank as we've been doing and gently taking a knee toward the elbow as you gaze and back. The next option is, instead of the right knee and the right elbow, you take the right knee toward the left elbow and back out. Okay? So we're going to do whichever one that you choose to do. We'll do that for about 10 seconds. Okay? Are you guys ready? So let's inhale. So we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, and done. Exhale, back into the pose. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Maybe part of the foot comes off. My hands are still in place. Inhale into this wide-legged plank. You can stay here. Step 1. Step 2, left hand in the middle of the mat. And just practice pushing up a little, okay? See how that feels. Step 3, pushing up, stretching out. Hold, but not your breath. Next, exhale. Take both hands down to the mat. And just for fun, go back into a wide-legged downward dog. And back. Step 1, you're right here and you stay. Step 2, middle right hand in the mat. And then I practice lifting up. Every time you lift up, my dears, your shoulder and wrists are in line of the right, and I lift up, reaching. You can stay here or the arm up. Next, exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, and you're going to bring your knees down to the mat. As I bring my knees down to the mat, I'm now going to come into a great tabletop position. I'm going to catch a breath if you need to, if you need some water. Take your left toes, curl them under, extend the right arm out. And your next inhale, gently inhaling that left leg up. You can stay here, and you can work on balance. Bringing it up and down. Or step 2, extending the left knee toward the forehand as the right arm extends back and you release. Either way, we'll inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and release the hand and release the knee. And find yourself back in the tabletop. If you need to move your hips, shake out the body for a moment, you can. We're now going to curl the toes under of the right. Step 1 is just always finding comfort and balance. Maybe you're just here for today, stretching that leg back. You can then extend the arm straight out, palm down, finding balance here and staying here. Next step would be, well, how does it feel to slowly lift that right foot off the mat? Maybe this is where we are today, and you reach, and you're like, well, I don't feel very stable, and you come in and out of the pose, and that's fine, because you're breathing from that stomach. The next step is then to swish the left arm back, inhale, right knee toward the gaze, exhale, release. Either way, in anything that you're doing, let's flow through. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhaling through. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale through. Exhale. And release the hand and the knee. And walk your sit bones to the mat. Awesome sauce. You guys doing good? All right. So we're going to take the feet down to the mat. I'm going to roll the shoulders back. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, but I'm going to sit slightly back. And then I'm going to take my chin just slightly up. Not all the way up, but just slightly up. And then I'm going to inhale the feet off the mat so they're in line with the knees. As always, if this is where we are today and we're working even toward this, you can come in and out of it as much as you like, one foot at a time or both up. But again, without using the hands, it's just kind of there, just gently. So you're just inhaling that up. Okay, so practice that. The next step would be to hold here. If you want to take the palms up, palms down, there's been many, many different ways of learning. If you want to move the arms up and down, if you want to move the legs and the feet, either way, let's go here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up and release. Bring the 2 feet together. Lift yourself up. You didn't think I was going to scrouch down, did you? You're going to lift up. You're going to bring the shoulder blades together. Pushing the sit bones into the mat. Gently lifting the chin up. Inhale here. Exhale. Forward fold. And coming all the way back up, moving these feet toward the mat again. I'm going to bring myself to a comfortable position, my favorite one, where I just lay down, preparing for Shavasana. Take your feet off of the mat. Your hands are onto your knees. Your feet are nice and heavy, resting down toward the mat. Gazing up at the ceiling, but your facial muscles are all relaxed. And then you can put a little sway back and forth into the knees, from side to side, massaging the lower back. And then you can take your hands perhaps off the knee, because I'm going to put great big circle movements all the way from left to right. And then I'm going to go from right to left. Great big movements. Open up that lower back, opening up the hips, massaging that lower back. I'm going to take both of my knees over to the right side of the mat. I'm going to stretch that left arm out. I'm going to gaze at the left hand. Inhaling and exhaling into this delicious pose, this great spinal twist, Also opening up our pec muscles here. Super, super good. Closing your eyes even if you'd like. Inhaling. Exhaling. Now, if comfortable, you'll extend those legs straight out to the side. If that's not comfortable, please leave them bent. Next, available, inhale, bending the knees, lifting them up with control. Exhaling slowly, bringing those knees over to the left, and you stretch that right arm out, gazing at that right palm. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. And if comfortable, you'll lengthen those bent knees. On your next inhale, inhale those knees up. Exhale your hands to the insides of your legs. And now they're just kind of opened, flopped out. Stretch the legs out. Flow them back in. Stretch and lengthen them out. And flow them back in. Stretch and lengthen out all the way. And back in. One more time, stretch, lengthen out, and you're going to bring your legs together. You can have your hands on the backs of your thigh, you can even have your legs bent. I just want you to feel your legs extended up, stretching them out, bending them, whatever you want to do. Just feel how that feels. Wake up all the energy into your body, my dears. Bending the knees. Reaching out. On our next inhale from our belly, inhaling up. Exhale, bend the knees back down. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, because I know you're having so much fun. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. Cool. Take your feet down. Stretch. Full body stretch. Arms overhead. Legs stretching in one direction, arms stretching in another. You're reaching. Exhale. Release. Let your body just completely flop open. Let your shoulders relax down to the mat. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. You're just going to completely let go for just a moment. All tension, all worry, you're going to let go. You can stay here as long as you like in Shavasana. I encourage it.
if possible. If you need a skedat, you take your feet to the mat. And then you roll over to any side of the mat. And slowly lift yourself up. And you're going to come into your comfortable seated position. And really rest your hands on your legs. You're going to take a notice of, well, how are you sitting? Are you slunched over? Are your sit bones nice and firm? Sitting down, bring your shoulder blades together. Sit nice and tall. See if you have a little more space and movement into the body. Inhale those arms up, gazing at them, lifting the chin. Exhale, your hands down to your heart center. Tuck your chin into your chest. Bow in honor of yourself. Taking a moment to really truly reflect of all of the efforts that you make and all of the good that you are doing, whether you see it or not. And exhale, release. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's so cool seeing everybody here. Can't see your feet. Oh, okay. Well, I will make sure that you can see my feet properly next time. Thank you. Definitely please leave comments and messages about the session so that we can better accommodate you. Hello, Kim. Hello, Gloria. Vanessa. Awesome sauce, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy your the rest of your morning and the afternoon. And I will see you guys next time. So cheers and thank you again. Thank you, Jessica, for your comment. All right. Bye, guys.